What's going on, YouTube? I'm not in a good mood right now. I'm not in a good mood, YouTube, and you know why I'm not in a good mood? Because I have to hold this camera by hand. I'm not going to tell you why I have to hold this camera by hand, but suffice to say, the other half of my tripod is not doing very well right now. I made a 20-minute video about this, then I accidentally deleted it. Then I started to make a 10-minute video about this, and while adjusting my camera, apparently I hit some frickin' button that got it to stop recording. Now, don't ask me how when, like, if this is my cell phone, right, sideways, I mean, it's not a box, but you get the idea. The record buttons and stop buttons are over here. I fixed it by pressing somewhere over here, so I don't know how the shit pressing over here got it to stop recording. But I basically spent 9 minutes talking to a cell phone that wasn't recording. So we're going to try to do this again because I'm losing my patience. And I wanted this to be a fun video, and now I've spent an hour trying to make a fun video, and now I'm in a sour mood. So anyways, these are the top 10 jobs for Shit Hits the Fan that you can start or get ready for by one trip to Harbor Freight. So since this is the third time doing it, I'll probably do it even quicker than the last two. Number 1, mobility expert, helping people get ready to bug out by building little wagons and dollies and trucks and stuff like that for them. Number 2, hazardous disposal, buy a bunch of gloves and you can be the person getting rid of dead raccoons in somebody's backyard. Number 3, recovery expert, parentheses, vehicle, not just to move vehicles that are running or whatnot, but let's say you want to make a vehicle barricade, like, Mad Max or something. You want to put a bus in front of your fortress. Get yourself a come-along or a couple chain winches or something, and there you go. Arborist, tree clearing and mitigation. Not a gas-powered chainsaw, but an electric-powered chainsaw, and you will be good to go. Number 5, firewood processor. Yeah, that says processor, believe it or not. I don't know what's up with that. I don't think I even spelled processor right. But anyways, firewood processor. Splitting firewood, turning trees into firewood. If people don't have power or gas to heat their home, they're going to need that firewood. Number 6, security analyst. Analysis. Both. I was looking at some solar-powered security lights and thinking not just those, but doing security analysis on people's homes is going to be kind of important when the gangs of roving marauders come by, right? Number 7, solar panel repair. Got to keep those solar panels working. Got to keep your inverters working. Got to keep those charge controllers working correctly. Something that I need to get my solar panel set up. I need to buy a solar panel, but they're like $100. Anyways. Survival/shelter expert. If you can survival, my spelling skills are on point right now. Survival shelter expert. Teaching people your survival skills, right? Number 9, mobile power expert. Let's say you want to do some work under the house, but you can't because it's dark and all your flashlights ran out of batteries. Or let's say somebody wants to power their home for a night, a couple security lights, you rent them a battery, they power their home, and then they return the battery, you charge it, and then they give you a fee for renting another battery, right? So if you, or let's say you know someone who has an electric chainsaw, but he's having issues with his battery, but he knows someone that needs a tree that's processed. So he calls you and say, hey, I need some power to run my electric chainsaw. I'll hook you up with some firewood if you can hook me up with some power. Boom. And number 10, heavy equipment moving specialist. If you have something big and heavy and you want to move it and shit hits the fan, you don't want to break your back. You want to get someone to help you out with chains and winches and hoists. And you can see some of these jobs kind of go together, like tree clearing and firewood preservation expert, like recovery and heavy equipment moving, solar panel repair and mobile power expert. Yeah, so kind of similarities in some of these jobs, but the big similarity is that for a couple $100, like where's that firewood splitter? Man, that thing is hard to find. But for a couple $100, you could set yourself up with a shit hits the fan proof line of work, right? Oh god, I'm never gonna find it. Here we go. So for $120, you can get a 10-ton hydraulic splitter, which will split logs, 6 inches in diameter. Oh, that's kind of weak, to be honest. I guess you could split larger stuff, but they're saying like that will actually split the full height of the log. You could put a bigger log on there; it just takes you longer to split. For $120 to be able to split wood forever and ever and ever and ever and ever, forever is a long time. $120, you could be a shit hits the fan firewood splitter. So, this is the video that apparently the universe doesn't want me to, oh, stop it. The universe doesn't want me to make because it keeps trying to stop me. But there you have it, YouTube. Like, comment, subscribe, and I will see you next time and hopefully in a better mood.